Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advanced, and this game is played by me with the white pieces, and with the black pieces we have a 2500 opponent, so definitely it's going to be a great game. And this game helped me reach a little beyond 2400. So without further ado, let's start with this game. This game has it all. It is a complete roller coaster, and here I start with d4, d5, c4, and just knight to f6, going for the queen's gambit decline. And we have knight to f3, e6, and just knight to c3, and we have knight bd7, three knights variation. It's something called Barman variation, but the names are unnecessary. We have g3, queen getting that bishop, c6, and just bishop to g2. We have d captures, castles, and just bishop to b4. And now here, what I mostly play is just go for the queen to c2, push that pawn, mostly see a capture, and just push that, claim the center, get the bishop to a nice square, and maybe just maybe you'll have a great game. Here, rook to e1 was played by me, but here just bishop captures by my opponent, b captures, and just b5. He wants to keep that pawn, but you know always what will happen in queen's gambit. When you want to keep that pawn, it doesn't anyway work out. Queen to c2, but just castles. Here e4, I don't worry about that much that pawn, because my most thing is that I want to play here and I want to actually go for that mate. I could play a4 to actually win back the pawn, but there is no point, and there is no rush as well. Here rook to b8, but now just going for this bishop to g5, just spinning that knight h6. And here I just decided, here, although that his knight is protected by his knight, if this knight wasn't there, this would perfectly make sense that I went bishop to h4. Now I know this is coming and I would have to sacrifice my piece, but you can see that the bar didn't shoot down completely, because I'm not completely lost in this position. Queen can move and he won't be a piece down, but the idea is simple. If this knight didn't exist, if you push that, I capture, and after capture, bishop captures, and I just pay, and I just win back the piece, and I open up your king side for attack, and I'd have a great game. But the issue is that when you're playing with such time scramble and you have to calculate all these moves, it gets very tricky, and that's what I was betting on. Here g5, but just knight captures, h captures, bishop captures, and just queen to c7. So now he can save it, but he has to play it very precisely. Here e5 by me, immediately going for that, because I know that even if I give him a few moves to settle in, I'd be completely lost. Knight to d5, but now just here bishop to h6. Here rook to e8, but now just queen to e2. Now you can see that I'm jumping in, and you're gonna have to be very much careful in this position. And it would have been better if you had given me back the piece, but if you want to survive, you're going to have to be very accurate. And you can see the bar shoot up, and I'm in a completely better position now. The only best move in this position that saves you a little bit is just knight to f8. And here after queen to h5, now you play this f5. And this just, this is the best move in this position. So just queen captures, you have to give up the rook, bishop to d7, but now just here queen to h5, and I'm going to have a great game, while 2500 here is going to have a very difficult difficult choice here. But here queen to e2, and he played f5 right away. So I jumped in with the queen to h5, but now here rook to e7. But now you can see that this knight is the only one protecting that, and it's it's here. So this is going to be very much tricky for him. Queen to g5 check, also attacking that piece. There is no defender for that rook aside from this knight, and I'll eliminate it in the next move. Here king to h7, but now just bishop caps on d5. And here again, the best move in this position is just knight caps on e5. The position is just that much worse. There is nothing you can do, because here queen to h4, and now you play this knight to g6, but now just here, just moving it up, not letting him move do anything. And you can see that even this is an idea now, attacking the queen with a discovered check, and it would be completely over. C caps on d5, but now here bishop to f4, king to g7, and not even grabbing it, but going for this very nice queen to g6 check, queen to h6 check first. And once the king moves, bishop to e5 check, and now you're going to be forced to actually capture that. So here after the check, now you play this king to f7, but now king to h7, king to f8, and now queen caps on g6. So the position just completely falls apart, and now there is just material deficit, and I'm completely winning. But here after king to h7, I played this bishop caps on d5. Now finally I'm able to grab that rook, and after c captures, now just queen caps on e7, and here just king captures. And this game is completely winning for me. But for it to be winning, now I have to actually just find the perfect move, which is this queen captures pawn. And now, only now, once the king moves, now I play this queen to e7 check, king to h6, and now I play this e6. And now you can see that the knight is pinned, it cannot be moved. But here after the rook moves and defending the queen, now the knight can be moved, but now just queen to h4 check, and king to g6, e7, now I'm threatening to promote. And here knight to f6, and just to show you how winning this position is, I can actually sacrifice my queen here, and I'm completely be winning. Queen captures, king captures. I under promote to a knight, and only once now it moves. It's just rook captures, and even this is completely winning for me. Although it would be a little bit annoying, but still completely winning for me. So the position is winning from every front. And here, after the best move in this position is actually not promoting to that, but here just going, nah, not even doing that, just promoting to a queen. And here after knight captures, you play this rook captures, and once the queen moves, now you go for capture the bishop, and you're in a completely winning position. You're a completely rook up. The king side is shattered. You're in a completely winning position, and the opponent will just have to resign. But here, I missed that queen captures, and after the king captures, I missed it completely, and I played this g4. It's still winning. I can still capture it. There is nothing black can do about it. But the fact is, I was in a time scramble and I could not see this move. And here, after f captures, now I play rook to e3, maybe just trying to somehow get my king rook in, which I can simply do with this check. Only now when the queen moves, rook captures, and I'll be completely winning and mating him in two moves. But I missed all of that. I was very much low on time, and here rook to b7, but now just h3. But now the position can be very much delicate, because here knight to b8 was played by him. I played queen to f8 check, and here just queen to g7, and I can just pick up this bishop, and I'll be in a completely winning position. But I wanted to mate him so bad that I played this queen to f4 check, and I lose all of my advantage here, because here just queen blocks, king captures, and here just completely h captures. Simply he can capture it. Now he is a little bit better, but the position is still a draw. Bishop to d7, but the problem for him, he's down to like 5 seconds on the clock, and he still has to make like 40 moves, or still has to make like at least 20 moves to beat me. And and I am much higher than him on the clock. Still low, but still high. Here f3 I played, and here knight to c6, king to g2, b4, and here just c captures, a5, king to g3. I am still going to mate him because here e4, and I played f4 check, and I'm still playing. He played king to g6, rook to h1, knight jumps in, and here just rook to h5, and you can see the bar shoot down completely, because there's a beautiful tactic in this position. So I'm gonna ask you to pause the video and beat me with this tactic that you can find. So yeah, have at it. So congratulations to everyone who's able to find this move, and the move is this beautiful knight to f5. And the idea is simple. I cannot capture. If I capture, I just lose the rook. And fortunately for me, he was down to 2 seconds. So had he could not find, no one can find it in 2 seconds, aside from if you're Hikaru or Magnus. Here b3 by him, but now just a captures, c captures, and just rook to g5 check. King moves, and now just rook to e1, b2, and here I played king to rook to h1, hoping that I'll be able to get this check in. King moves, and I'll be able to mate him on the next move. But what I missed in the time scrabble, I was down to like 5 seconds, and what I missed that this b1 queen actually covers that square. But I went for it either way. B1 queen, I went for rook to h7 check, and he absolutely missed and did not capture the rook. Rook to e8, and here just rook to g8 was checkmate, and I was able to get the checkmate on the board, and I was able to get this spectacular victory in just 42 moves. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back with games like these, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be able to see you, and I'll be seeing you soon, very soon. And I'll be seeing you very soon. Thank you all.